named Jimmy Donaldson. We're going back and forth and geeking out about thumbnails. Now, you may know him as Mr. Beast. He's had incredible success, about 26 million subs here on YouTube. And what you may not know is he's only 21 years old. But let's talk about something even more amazing. For years, he would slave away, spending 6 to 8 to 12 hours trying to figure out thumbnails and what worked. The point is, and what I find with successful people, no matter how old they are, wherever they're at in the world, they pay the piper. They pay their dues. They put in the work. They put in the effort to become great. In today's video, gents, we're talking about the things that successful men do to achieve greatness. Next on this list, successful men ignore the haters. Let's take the example of Jeremy Fragrance. Whether you like him, whether you hate him, here's the thing. You've got an opinion of this guy. He has made himself relevant in an industry. When you look at actually all the fragrance YouTube creators out there, they were, going along, and then Jeremy just shot up. And you can argue, oh, I don't like the way that he grew. I feel he self-promotes too much. But you cannot deny that the guy has gone out there and he has achieved success. He's worked with one of the top perfumers in the world, Alberto Morales. He's actually gone over, and that Kickstarter, it was incredibly successful. He goes out and, again, you may disagree with his methods, but for him, and we've gone back and forth, I've talked to him on the phone, Jeremy, how do you deal with this? He just doesn't pay attention to a lot of stuff out there. And you can say, oh, of course he does. Well, I believe him when he says he is laser focused. I went and spent time with the guy in Germany. And if you're the kind of person that you want to go out there, but you're worried about what other people are going to think about you, you've got to be careful. You've got to develop that tough skin, because once you start to achieve success, you're going to have people who are going to come up and say you are doing it wrong, that you should stop, that you have no right to actually be doing what you're doing. And understand that this is natural. We see it with Elon Musk. We see it with anyone, Bill Gates. We see it, with anyone out there that has achieved a high level of success. People are going to come up and are going to hate on it. A saying that I have to agree with is, you know you've made it when you've got the haters. The next thing successful men do, they choose good partners. The example here is Aaron Marino. First up, he's chosen a great wife, Tracy. You are amazing, and Aaron knows this, and she's been with him the entire time through thick and thin as he's grown his companies. And let's talk about his companies. So Tiege Hanley, you guys are familiar with this company, but it's not just Aaron. Even though he's the meme, let's talk about the guys that are with him at Tiege Hanley. You've got Rob, who handles operations. You've got Kelly, who's the CEO, and you've got Aaron, who's the talent. You've got the chemist, who actually came up with all the formulas. Now, if you're not familiar with the Tiege Hanley story, which, by the way, they're the sponsor of today's video, let me go ahead and give you some details you've probably never heard before. So the original idea for the company was very different, but when Rob, Kelly, and Aaron got into a room and started talking about what's the problem out here, is that most men, when it comes to skincare, it's incredibly difficult. They need a simple system. Seriously, Aaron's a content creator. He was adamant that it had to be simple. So that's why they came up with this card. I remember seeing it before it even came out. They talked about, we're going to give guys a good morning routine, an evening routine, and we're going to send them the exact products they need and tell them how to use them precisely. So when it comes to washing your face, when it comes to exfoliating your face, knowing you don't have to do it every day, you can get away with just doing it a few times a week. Give them the AM and the PM cream, very clearly marked how much you're going to apply and when you're going to do it. And Rob and Kelly are smart. They jumped on top of this and said, hey, well, what about for the guy that needs the eye cream, where they've got their level 2? What about for the guy that needs the super serum, basically the anti-aging cream? Well, we're going to put that in our level 3 system. Eventually, they developed their acne system as well, but the best part, everything delivered right to your door conveniently every single month. Gents, if you haven't checked out Tiege Hanley, you owe it to yourself to click on the link down in the description and see what these guys are up to. I absolutely love the fact that they are helping men when it comes to their skincare, protecting them from the dangerous UV rays of the sun and helping men look better. Free shipping, you can cancel at any time. Gentlemen, use the link down in the description to get the best deal out there on the web. Tiege Hanley, an amazing company. I'm proud to support them. Next up, we've got Jeff Morgan, the Style OG. And what I learned from Jeff is that successful men swallow their pride. Did you know that Jeff is actually a doctor? A very successful man in Atlanta, Georgia. And this guy decided, hey, I want to put out some videos. I see that a lot of black men need guidance. There's no one doing this. And he started putting out videos, but they weren't that great. You know what he realized? I need to copy the best. He looked at Jose Zuniga over at Teaching Men's Fashion. This guy, half his age, and yet he sucked it up. He said, I'm going to swallow my pride. I'm going to do what this guy's doing. I'm going to emulate him. I'm going to learn from this guy because he is successful on this platform. And sure enough, Jeff grew. Jeff has just exploded. He's got an amazing channel. And what Jeff, you look at the guy, he has built his way up there. He's a modern success story. He's successful in many different ways. And what I love is this guy just wasn't too prideful. He realized that you got to put in that effort, you got to put in that work, and you've got to work your way up from the bottom sometimes. Next up, we've got Ryan Masters. You may remember him over at Sparta Fitness. I talked about him years ago. But what you may not know is he's completely reinvented himself.
Very inspirational video. This is the type of videos we should watch to get motivated to do anything. Like for people that watch this video, if you want to travel somewhere, you want to get this job, you want to ask out the girl of your dreams, just go for it.